Issue with the food deserts being created is one, the availability of items. See exactly what's going on. Someone did mention medications coming in at it. Even with tomatoes, this is not usual. I mean, I know we be low over here in my parts of New Jersey, but hey fam, welcome back to another video. Today is Saturday, so happy Saturday. We're gonna jump right into today's video. So this is Shauna, and I'm officially checking in over here at Moments with Us. You guys check in, let us know where you're watching from and how you are doing. Let's head straight into our news, comments, and reports. Let's go. I don't know if people really realize how bad the issue really is. There's a lot of food deserts that's being created in a lot of places where there's a minimum amount of stores already. And that's a huge issue for a lot of families right now, especially in places like Tennessee. So let's go ahead and discuss this store that's closing and residents are concerned. Where is the next place? Where and when is the next place going to be available for them to shop that's nearby? Issue with the food deserts being created is one, the availability of items. Two, transportation to get to stores, because now families, even if they're not a family, if it's a single person, whatever, people have to travel further to get to the store, and it really cuts into their budget, being that so many people are tight, very tight with money now. Who knows if they can afford to even travel that far, leaving them to have to then walk. All right, so a major grocery store chain with 150 outlets confirms permanent closure of store doors. The shutters are already down. So here we are. So shoppers are worried about going hungry after the abrupt closure of a major grocery store chain that has left them in a food desert. So residents of Chattanooga, Tennessee, still reeling from the loss of their local Walgreens that did shut down earlier this year, and they have now spoken out about the loss of a Food City store, which is another major supermarket for them, I believe, or was. So Chattanooga residents have lost a Food City location and are now stranded in a food desert if they are unable to travel to a new downtown store. So a disabled veteran, this guy here, Jesse Mills, has said he will struggle without the Food City store nearby. So the grocery store have been serving locals for the decades, but was officially closed for business on Monday evening. Wow. While closures of stores can be frustrating for some, for others it can leave them feeling stranded. A new Food City store is opening, but is in downtown Chattanooga on June 12th. However, for regulars of the shuttered location, this is a 10-minute drive away. And that's if you drive. We know the difference between driving and walking. Who knows if the bus is there? Buses cost money. That's transportation. So this do pose a challenge for those without a vehicle or with disabilities. So I know some of you guys can relate in the comments. And other logistical or economic setbacks. I don't feel too good about it, somebody said. Mills has been a customer of the store for over 2 decades. I am a disabled veteran myself. And it makes it hard for myself and others, especially for the elders like me, to get around and to purchase what they need. So they have more comments coming through. It comes as some argue that the closure is not an issue with the new store opening 2 miles away. But it's still an issue because a 2-mile walk is a lot for an older person, as this person stated. And a disabled person or somebody with children, one person also wrote, I have found myself depending on groceries at that very store. I can't imagine how many are going to go hungry now because they can't get to their next door. So for something that don't seem like a big of an issue for one person can be a huge issue for the next person, because not everybody have the same means as the next person. Because if we did, we'll all be good right now. But we're going to leave this right here where it's at, because that was basically it. They're losing that Food Lion over in Chattanooga, Tennessee. Not Food Lion, Food City in Chattanooga, Tennessee. And it's causing them to have a food desert with surrounding stores actually that have, it closed already. So another one, y'all know, my favorite. I know y'all like, she still love Walmart. I do. Though they can be doing some tricky things, I still go to Walmart. So yeah, they do have a Walmart. I think it's possibly more than one, but we're gonna go ahead and check that out. So Walmarts are still shutting down. All right, so it seemed like it's two. So Walmart's are closed. Two Atlanta stores in Dunwoody and Marietta. So Walmart is closing. Super Center on Ashford, Dunwoody, and Neighborhood Market on Roswell Road. So nearly 400 employees will be affected by the store closing in the metro Atlanta area next month. Officials announced Thursday the superstore on Ashford, Dunwoody Road in Dunwoody, maybe it's Dunwoody, in the neighborhood market on Roswell Road in Marietta will close for good July 12th. So if you do live in Atlanta, hold on, let me do that over. So if you do live in Atlanta, definitely go check out those Walmarts. They will be having some major closing out deals. Try to get in there before everybody else get in there because they gonna be packed. I mean, they gonna be flooded with people once they go ahead and put that sign on the door saying that they would be closing, and that's if they put a sign on the door. So if you're in the area or the surrounding area and you have a way to get there, definitely get there. So they're saying the decision was not made lightly and was reached only after a careful and thoughtful review process. We have nearly 5,000 stores across the U.S., they say. And unfortunately, some do not meet our financial expectations. While our underlying business is strong, this store hasn't performed as well as we hoped. So now they have to shut down. Y'all know what I haven't been hearing, though? I haven't been hearing the word theft. I've just been hearing underperforming again. So I'm really not hearing that theft anymore. So Walmart announced the hundreds of employees affected by the closing will be paid through September 20th. So they would get that. I guess that's part of their severance package there. And can transfer to other locations. Those who do not transfer will be offered a severance pay. Pharmacy staff will be working with customers to get prescriptions transferred to other locations. So if you do use that pharmacy and you are here, definitely, find a pharmacy if you don't feel like waiting in line for a farm tech to help you. Walmart to close all 51 health centers, including 17 in New Jersey. So Walmart do have health centers that they are shutting down. So Walmart do come through and say, we are grateful to the customers who have given us the privilege of serving them at our stores in Dunwoody, Georgia, and Marietta, Georgia. We look forward to continuing to serve them at one of the 9 other locations across the area or on Walmart.com. Yeah, I know they're trying to shift everything to online and through delivery to their home or business. We do have in the United States some areas in which they do not deliver. So if you are in one of those states and you do not have delivery and that store shut down, are you stocked up? These are reasons to become better prepared if you can afford it at this point, right? But yeah, these are reasons right here because this is ridiculous. The announcement comes less than 2 months after Walmart said its health centers would be shuttering their doors nationwide. So they would. So Walmart do have their own little health centers set up, but they would be shutting every single one of them. They had a lot of them in Georgia. They say 17 in Georgia alone. Okay, so 5 years after unveiling the centers, the shopping chain said there's not a sustainable business model for us to continue. So Walmart Health or Walmart Health Virtual Care would be shutting down. That's just like Amazon, y'all, because Amazon, they also had a health center as well, but at the time it was just for employees. So they went ahead and they shut all of theirs down. I swear, Walmart, Amazon, they are, like, to me, at the head of competition. They are really bumping heads, trying to see who's going to make it to the top and stay at the top. But yeah, Walmart closing down 2 Atlanta stores. All of Walmart health centers would be closing officially. So those employees that's affected, they would be paid out through September 20th. After that, if they do not transfer to another Walmart, which would be further away, then of course they would just have to find another job, which sucks. They said though this store was performing well, it's just not performing as well as they thought it would. So they're shutting down. So Supercenter on Ashford, Dunwoody, and Neighborhood Market on Rosewell Road to be shut down. So here's an issue. So a Idaho farmer sounds the alarm over water restrictions that can damage 500,000 acres of farmland. Check this out. It say COVID with wings. Backyard chicken coops could bring down farming industry. So experts fear bird flu could spread quickly through backyard chicken coops and bring down the country's farming industry, impacting eggs, chicken, beef, and even dairy. So if this really was to be happening, and they're going to blame, local farmers, local, residents who actually just have chickens in their backyard, they're saying that it's going to impact the farming industry. I feel as if it's one thing after the other. Try to take them out with one thing. If that don't work, we're going to try to take them out another way. They're coming after farmers left to right. And guess who needs the farmers? We do. We do. So if you're not growing your own, like myself, I can't grow everything. I don't have chickens in my backyard, and I'm keeping it real. I don't have the cows and chickens and all of that stuff. I don't have that. I mean, we can grow vegetables and, certain fruits and berries and things like that. But other items that we do run to the supermarket for, this stuff is either going to be high price or wiped out or hit with COVID with wings. What are they coming up with? But hey, this is what they're saying. So there was a Russian warship that arrived in Cuba. Y'all, war is still happening. It's still going on. I'm telling you guys, though we don't see the actual, we do see it, but not everybody see it. I've said this plenty of times. When people hear the word war, they really think of people standing at that, standing on the ground, throwing bombs and shooting guns. This war is really getting bad. Trust me. But yeah, definitely the Russian warships definitely arrived in Cuba. I know it was something happening a few days ago, definitely a few days ago, with all of this, but I'm not going to get too far into that. Just continue to prepare and do exactly what you have to do. Because if we have to take shelter and stay in our houses, just make sure you have everything you need. Okay. Oh, how I love this one. You can't borrow preparedness from someone else. Make sure your lamp has oil in it. The world is getting dark. And you know what? It definitely is. And what they mean by this is, though you can hear all of the tips and everything, when the time comes, you have to make sure that you're prepared for you and your family when the time comes. Though we are living the time every single day, we have to be prepared for another day because we just never know. Whether it's lockdowns, as mentioned before, financial hardship, you have to get up and move, an emergency situation. Definitely being prepared is according to your situation, Prepare the best way you can for you and your family. Whether it's grabbing a little extra of this, whether it's you building an underground bunk or something like that, whether it's you taking shelter somewhere and coming up with the plan that will still you becoming better prepared for you and your family. Whether you have to work on being better at something, if it's down to lifestyle, you want to work on weight loss. That's another thing, so you can have great health. If, you know what I'm saying, the time coming, you want to be able to keep up. Y'all, listen, it's so many different ways to become prepared. It's never ending. It's more so of a lifestyle. It's not like, oh, let me do this and Let me make sure I have this. Though plenty of people do have a checklist. It's a lifestyle. You know, it's about what you want to become better at in general. Yeah, that's pretty much it. The main thing that I focus on is my mental preparedness, because with so much going on in the world, I do not want to get lost in it. So I try, hold on, y'all. I try to keep a positive mindset, though some of the stuff just make you wanna, I try to keep a positive mindset, because once something corrupt a lot of people up here, it's so hard to come back, because the reality of it all is just so many mad people in general around, and all of that mad energy, if once you start soaking it in, ain't no telling if you coming back, to your happiness. So I try to keep my happiness with me. Yes, I do. I sure do. And it's all about that positive energy, mental awareness, making sure you're good up there so you can be prepared. Because if you ain't good up there, trust me, we ain't making it. And I'm being for real. This is just the truth. If you're not good mentally, you're not making it. Like me, I was just recently, I haven't been posting like how I like to. I was recently a little in a I was going to a dark place a little bit. I ain't gonna lie to you, I was going to a dark place. You know, you gotta pray, you gotta pray, you gotta pray, you gotta keep your faith. And it wasn't just because of the stuff we talk about over here. It's like real life stuff, with the kids and myself. And for those of you who know, I've been, focusing on my health, and it's just been a lot. But we are back. At least we back for the most part. We're only human. I'm only human. You're only human. We all go through ish, right? But it's about whether or not you're able to bring it back or not. So we're going to leave this video right here where it's at. I want to thank you all for coming along with me on this lovely Saturday. By the time you guys see this video, hopefully I will be in Florida. So we have this recorded so we can get it out to y'all, so y'all can tune in. If you're new here and you did enjoy today's video, all you have to do is subscribe. Until next time, y'all, this is Shauna, and I'm officially checking out from Moments with Us. Make sure you all stay prepped, stay blessed, stay safe, and most of all, remain beautiful queens and kings. Remember, clear your mind so you can be free. Peace.